Partners. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. I have no idea what just happened. I'm Dr. Sherilyn Payne. I'm here pushing you, positioning you, and pulling for you to live a lifestyle of love, power, wealth, and freedom. Guys, I am so excited to see you tonight. Are you excited to hang out with me and see me? I hope so, because guess what? Your girl is definitely excited to see and hang out with you. Today we're talking about if you want to be a boss, then you gotta pay attention. So many people say they want to be a boss, but they don't pay attention. So do me a favor, guys, do me a favor, hit the three dots and invite. Let people know that we're on. Let them know that we are hanging out here. Hey there, Heo9 Art. So glad to see you. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for hanging out. I'm Dr. Sherilyn Payne. I'm your push partner. I'm here pushing you. Together, we are going to win. We're going to live that extraordinary life that I talk about. I'm here to teach you and speak on topics that relate to your life. I want you to win in every area of your life, and that's why I speak and teach on topics such as leadership, relationships, success strategies, motivation, inspiration, influence. Hey there, Orhan. So glad to see you guys. I'm not going to be on here long at all. It's been a long day, crazy day, full of meetings, full of lunch. Had a dinner meeting today as well. So I am sleepy. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I just want to get into bed. But I do want to talk to you about something that kept coming up over and over and over today. And so I thought, you know what? My push partners need to be reminded of this. They need to know this. Guys, real talk, it's some crazy things happening in corporate America, some crazy things happening in the world. And so if you do not have Unstuck, Unleashed, Unstoppable by Dr. Sherilyn Payne, guess what? You need to do yourself a favor and go and purchase this book from Amazon or Barnes & Noble right now. So you need this book in your life. It's going to change your life. I promise you that. The testimonies are coming in, the people who are talking about how this book has influenced them and impacted them. I just got some crazy feedback about the book today. Someone was saying how it was such a great read, and she was so inspired and motivated just by even just starting out in the book. So if you don't have this book, you need to go to Arms and Noble. You need to go to Barnes and Noble. You need to go to Amazon and get Unstuck, Unleashed, Unstoppable today. Hey there, Alicia. So today we're talking about if you want to be a boss, and then you need to pay attention. And I say this because so many times, we go through life and we don't pay attention. You act like you are so surprised when things happen, but if you were paying attention, guess what? You would have already known that. You would already have the solution to the problem. You would already be working things out. You would not be frantic. You would not be caught off guard. You gotta open your eyes and pay attention. And so I say that because, it's unfortunate when you see crazy things happen to people. And so my dinner meeting today was with an executive for GM. He was talking about how he had to lay off. Hey there, Oli. He had to lay off. They did a restructuring. They laid off I don't know how many people, and they go through this restructuring every year. He said, in the 28 years I've been at GM, we have restructured, which is another term for lay off people, 20 times. Out of the 28 years, 20 years we've done this. So only 8 years out of his 28-year history have they not done this. Well, guess what? I know other companies who are doing the same thing as well. And people are being laid off and they're being let go and they're not paying attention. And so if they're leaving you out of meetings, guess what? You're probably in trouble. If they are not talking to you, you're probably in trouble. Guys, hey, do me a favor, hit the three dots and let people know that we're on. So share the broadcast. If you're not following me, follow me here on Periscope. Follow me on Stitcher and SoundCloud is my podcast app. So follow me there. Hey there, Kana. So if you're not following me, make sure you're following me right now and tell other people about this scope. And it's unfortunate that people would rather be entertained than educated and change their lives. It really blows me away. But, hey, that's what, people who are in the 99% do. We know 1%ers, we do things differently. And so that's why we're here at this time of night trying to get it in. We got to get our personal development so we can learn and grow and better ourselves. But, so I was talking today and they were talking about how, it's unfortunate, that they've had to, I was talking actually to two different people in HR or in operations, and they were talking about it's unfortunate how they have to let go people, and people are surprised and they're losing their jobs. And, of course, when you lose your job, some people lose houses, some people lose cars, some people just can't eat, it's crazy. But there are other people who actually go through the same thing, and it looks like they come up. It looks like they get better. It looks like their life doesn't change. It looks like they don't have a setback. And so it's because they are not caught off guard. They may be disappointed, but they're not necessarily caught off guard. And so I was asking someone, they were telling me about their company. I said, let me tell you this, if you're not looking for a job, you're crazy. Because I'm not saying that you're going to be let go, but the signs are there that you probably are not going to have a job and very soon. And so if you're not paying attention to what's happening, you're not paying attention how the company's restructuring, they're reorging, new leaders are coming in, new leaders are leaving, new people, young people are coming, but they're not staying. People are not growing in their positions. They're not getting promoted. They're not paying out bonus, and they're supposed to pay out bonus. Guess what? The signs are there. So why are you surprised then when you are in that situation? Were you just caught off guard, or did you just not pay attention? Because I talked to someone today who actually they were going through a layoff and they were going through a reorg, and he was smart. He used this as his opportunity to say, hey, hold on for a second. If y'all are letting people go, y'all laying people off, let those people keep their job. Hey there, Carlene. Hey there, Cowie. Because guess what? I got some other irons in the fire because I already know how this goes. I want a package. Give me my money. Give me my money. And so that person was able to come out on top. You know, they were able to get a package and get money and then go to a new job, and they could bank those 10s, 20, 30, 40, 100 grand that they were going to get from their company because they paid attention. Open your eyes and see what's going on. Quit acting like you're special. Quit acting like you're oblivious, unless you are bringing it 100% of the time where people want to work with you. They know that you're in a critical role position where they need your job. They cannot function without that knowledge that you have. The organization is going to suffer without that. Very few people are in a critical role. Then guess what? If that's you, you need to open your eyes and pay attention. Pay attention to what's happening around you so that you can be in control of your life and you can make the decisions that you need to make to better your life. But so many people just say, oh, it's not going to happen to me. Oh, they told me I was safe. Oh, yeah, I'm in this company, but the oil prices are going down. Yeah, that ain't going to hurt me. Are you crazy? Yeah, my department hasn't been performing, but they're going to give me another shot. For real? Okay. Yeah, you live a life on the wild side, so you must be all right. You must be set, and we don't even know about it. But hey, that's cool. But I want you to pay attention, because if you're going to be a boss, if you're going to operate like a boss, if you're going to move like a boss, you got to think like a boss. You got to act like a boss. And bosses take control and take charge of their lives. They do not sit and wait for things to happen. They make things happen. You know, they are very aware of what's happening. They have some irons in the fire. They got some things going. They can feel it with every fiber of their being that change is happening. And so guess what? They start putting things in place. They stop eating out as much. They stop spending as much. They start looking for a job. They start getting somebody to do their resume. They start, doing the things that they need to do so they can position themselves for success. And I want to ask you, are you paying attention? And it may not even be on your job, but even with your relationships, are you paying attention that the relationship is just not what it used to be? Those phone calls that you got every day, they've slowed down. The person who used to confide in you, they no longer confide in you. The people are criticizing you now, whereas before they used to love you. They used to be team you. And now all of a sudden they're criticizing you. Probably something is going on. You need to pay attention, because it's a shifting in the relationship. Are you paying attention? Because if you're going to be a boss, you got to pay attention. And so I want to ask you, what are you doing? Even today, I said something yesterday on Periscope. I pray this prayer, God, open my eyes so I can see what I need to see. Open my ears so I can hear what I need to hear. Show me what I need to know. And help me to know what I need to know. Show me what it is that I need to know. Connect me with the people who I'm supposed to be connected to for a purpose, on purpose, and to fulfill your purpose. And I pray that prayer, and it's really interesting. Hey there, Albergine. It's really interesting that I prayed that prayer, and today I got a message from someone who doesn't even know me. Very prominent person, known all over the world, who reached out and asked for my help on something. Crazy, right? You don't know who God is putting your name and your face up before. And so now I need to pay attention. God, what are you doing in this season that you want me to be connected to this particular person? Why are you connecting me to all of these people who are alike in some particular area. What is it that you need me to do? What is it that you desire me to do? Because I'm paying attention. My eyes are open. My ears are open. I'm sensitive to what you're saying and sensitive to what you're doing in this season. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it by chance. It's purpose in everything in my life. And so I'm paying attention to what's happening and what's happening when. Why did this happen this particular way? Why did I have this conversation and now all of a sudden these things are coming to place? You know, you got to pay attention to what's happening, because that's success. As I say, success leaves clues. If you pay attention, then you will know how to orchestrate and how to navigate. You'll be more aware of what your next move needs to be, what your next move should be, where you should be located when your season is up in a particular area, when you need to make some different decisions and some different moves. You're not caught off guard, but you are well prepared, because the last thing you want to do is to be caught off guard. You want to be able to make your own decisions the way you want them to go. You know, you're not ultimately in control of your life, because I believe that God is ultimately in control of my life anyway. Hey there, One Big. Hey there, Kristen. But what I can say about this is that while I know who I am and I believe that I am a child of God, I believe that He's ultimately in control of my life. But I do believe that I have a significant role to play. And that means I cannot just sit back and act like I'm ambivalent to what's going on, that I don't know what's happening here. I am well aware, because He's told me to open my eyes. He's told me that I need to pay attention. He's told me that I need to see. He told me all of these things, and He's showing me things. And so I believe that if we do that, then we can act like a boss. Everybody wants to say they're a boss, but when things happen, you can't make boss moves. You know, I remember when I was working a job and I was laid off, and people, how did you keep that big house? You know, they were surprised that I was in the big house, as they would say, single. But when I got laid off of my job, they couldn't understand how I could sustain and maintain it. I didn't have to sell my house. I didn't have to move. You were able to stay in a big house? For real? How? Because I pay attention. I already know what's happening. I'm a good steward. And because I pay attention, these things don't catch me off guard. I got some other irons in the fire. So I am not moved. I'm shaken, but not moved. And that's the difference. And so you can shake me, but you can't get me out of place, you know. And so people couldn't understand that. Happen again. You know, how in the world are you able to continuously maintain after hit after hit after blow? I pay attention so I can be a boss. So when you ask me, hey, can you go out to dinner? Yeah, well, we going to Del Frisco's. All right, cool. I didn't ask you where we were going. It doesn't matter to me. You know, choose the place. I'm in. You know, well, how are you going to do this or that? That's $100. That's $200. I ain't ask you about it. How you going on vacation and you ain't got no job? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what I got, because you are not paying attention to what's happening in your life. So you can't act, you can't be a boss. If you're a boss, let's boss. You know, if you're going to, you know, well, we're going to go on vacation, and so we need to share a room. Bosses don't share rooms. No, thank you. I'm going to get my own room. I'm cool with that. I can still maintain. I can still do what I do. I can still maneuver, because my eyes are open. I'm paying attention to what's happening. I'm not caught off guard. I got some irons in the fire. I got some things moving. I'm a hustler. And so you cannot defeat me, because I'm going to always be a boss. And so I ask you that question. You know, people talk about they're a boss, but are you really? Are you really a boss, or you just wish you were a boss? You just, are you speaking by faith and in the future, or is that who you really are? If you want to be a boss and you don't know how to be a boss, you don't know how to make boss moves, and it's so much more than pay attention, but that's the first thing you need to do, then I want you to go and get this book. You need to get Unstuck, Unleashed, Unstoppable. Have this in your library with Dr. Sherilyn Payne. It's going to change your life. I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you out. Some people don't believe it, but the people who are connected to me, the people who know these stories that are in this book, the people who have been there, who have walked with me, they will tell you that this is so for real, and the information is good, that I hold nothing back, that I tell the truth. And so they will tell you that, you know what, her advice works. What she say, that stuff worked. And somebody called me and said, you know, I wish I would have been listening to you, because everything you said came true, and the stuff that you say actually works, and it's life changing. And I told us, I just look this way. I got good sense. I am knowledgeable. I'm not saying it to toot my own horn, but I learn. I learn and I make sure that I share that information with as many people as I can to help change their lives as well, because I love people. I love helping people win. I love helping people to live that extraordinary life. It's no fun to do it by yourself, but I want to have as many people with me to be able to live this crazy, extraordinary lifestyle, guys. So I want you to open your eyes. I want you to pay attention. If you're not following me here on Periscope, follow me. Tell other people about it. Follow me on Stitcher and SoundCloud, the app. Download those apps and follow me there as well, guys. And then go to SherilynPayne.com and join the VIP Insiders Club so you can stay connected to what we have going on. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll talk to you later.